Hello, and welcome to a new episode of Meditate, Mandate, and Motivate. Don't forget to bring your journal. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Meditate, Mandate, and Motivate. I hope you've actually had a wonderful weekend, but I must admit that mine was very challenging. It was very challenging of so many different things that was happening back to back. It was some of the things that I actually hadn't thought about in decades. When I tell you, they began to knock on my door. And one of the things that I had to do is I had to make a decision. I had to make a decision of what will I do? How will I respond? So on this episode, I choose better. When I tell you these episodes could have allowed me to be so bitter and so many different situations, there were things that I hadn't thought about since I was about 13, 14 years old. As God is preparing my heart to move forward in my now and my next. And when I tell you that it was a lot, it was a lot. Yes. Did it make me want to respond a certain way? Yes. Did I respond a certain way? You'll get a chance to see a little later. But as of right now, I want to take this time so we could actually meditate. I want you to breathe out. Breathe in. All the way up to your shoulders. Release it. Let it go. Breathe out. In. Breathe in. Take it all the way to your shoulders. Breathe out. Continue your breathing. Meditation is so important. It gives us the opportunity to stop, reassess, and know that it's okay to breathe. It's not going to stop you from getting finished on time. It's not going to stop you from getting some work done. What it will help you do is to give you the opportunity to look at a situation with a different perspective. And I promise, some kind of way, the timing part would work out. How I know? Because I've had to learn how to do that. And I must admit that I'm still learning how to do it. But I want you to think about all those things that you've been challenged with during the week or the weekend, whatever the timing is. Think about those things, and I want you to put them in the forefront of your mind with your eyes closed. Just think about them. Just put them there. Just list all of them. I don't care if it's bills, things, I don't care what it is that you're dealing with, things that you haven't gotten past, things that you're worried about. Put all those things in the forefront of your mind. And this time, I want you to breathe out. Release, 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 release. Release. There you go. Continue to release. Because some of us sometimes have a lot of different things that we're holding on because we've been taught, we've been molded to carry all of these things that do not belong to us. But this time, before you actually breathe in the newness, I want you to think about abundance. I want you to think about positivity. I want you to think about your legacy. I want you to think about your call. I want you to think about your business. I want you to think about ministry. Think about your children, your family. I want you to think about your existence in this world because you matter. You do. You matter. So in this moment, I want you to think about all the positivity, all the encouragement, all the excitement that you think about when it's time for you to create something great or do something great. I want you to breathe in that energy. Breathe it, breathe it, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. There you go. Breathe in. Yes. Breathe in new life. And woosah. It's okay. Listen. We're not responsible for carrying all these different things that we choose to carry in life. We have to pick and choose our battles, okay? And so because I have experienced so many different things in life, I believe that I have been mandated to motivate. So in this motivational moment, this is what I want to share with you. Those challenging moments. For me, I must admit, I didn't respond the way that I should have responded. I didn't. I must admit that. but I did have the opportunity to go back and make it right. But in order for me to go back and make it right, because this person was talking about my character, your character, your integrity, all these things that I know that I've worked really hard within the last 5, 6, 7, maybe 10 years, different areas of my life. I've been working at it. And then for me to make a mistake, this person began to feel some kind of way. But instead of me basically saying, hey, you gotta go, I said, no, let me reassess this situation before I make that decision, okay? Because you know what I did? In the midst, I chose better and not to be bitter. Yes, I did. I chose better. I've had those moments in my life because certain people did certain things to me. And I chose to be bitter. But bitterness doesn't look good on me, and I know it doesn't look good on you either. Bitterness comes with consequences. And so on today, I want you to think about that situation, that you could respond the wrong way. You could respond the way that they want you to respond. But on today, I want you to choose better. Choose better in your thoughts. Choose a better perspective. Sometimes people do things based on the moment. And I've had individuals to come back and apologize to me. And in this situation, that's what happened, because I went to the person and I apologized. Not because I was weak, not because I am weak. I apologized mainly because it gave me the opportunity to love on that person and also encourage them in the midst. They felt some kind of way in the moment, but eventually I was able to win them over. Mainly because this person knows my heart, and they know even in the moment of me having a moment, I choose to not allow my moments to become my life. But I do know that it's okay to stop and take a deep breath and reassess what it is that you're dealing with. So even when you do make a mistake, don't beat yourself over the head. Don't make yourself feel bad. Go back in your journal, in your writing, and be reminded of who you are. Go back and read your Bible for some. Be reminded of who you are. Go back and begin to start speaking affirmations. I am strong. I am powerful. I am authentic. I am worthy. I am forgiven. And you forgive yourself. It's okay. Ask God for forgiveness. Sometimes in a situation, you ask the person for forgiveness. But remember, and even when you ask the person for forgiveness, even if they don't forgive you, remember that the forgiveness part is for you. Okay? It's okay to move forward and walk away, even if they don't forgive you at that moment. But you have the opportunity to choose better. Better on how you handle this situation. So I'm asking you to partner with me as we move forward together and making the right decision on choosing better. Bitterness has its own worries. We'll leave bitterness on the other side. But on this day, and as we move forward, we'll remember to stop, breathe, so we can reassess the situation. And I promise you, the results will be different. Again, this is Mrs. Q with BAM Empowerment.